Milan in the Champions League that they will go all the way to the final. But their manager, who of course had his own rematanda with Barcelona in this same Champions League, Gaston rematanda with PSG. A complete turnaround and of course overturning and going against all the odds to go on to be winners. Today we celebrate PSG. Today we celebrate Inter Milan. And today we mock Arsenal Football Club. A club, of course, that we should have sold for so long. But yet, God Almighty prevailed on every one of us to keep it. Arsenal fans are afraid of a script. United fans are calling for my script. What greater script do we have in this world than Arsenal Football Club? What greater script do we have in this world and a fan base who beat Real Madrid in the quarterfinal stage? Called Pasuma, called Wizkid, called Davido, called Burna Boy. What greater fan base do we have who all of a sudden began to mock Real Madrid, who had won this Champions League for 15 times? Ladies and gentlemen, is this not madness? Is this not foolery? What greater script do you want from me again than to let you see Arsenal Football Club for what they truly are? A club that would always come back next season. A club that even if they sign Lionel Messi and bring back Thierry Henry and even add Cristiano Ronaldo in their prime will never amount to nothing, because it is a club that God created for every one of us to look at as an example, not to be a failure that it has come to be. 5 years without a title, major one, and yet they keep on making noise every single day. The loudest, the bulliest. Oh my goodness. It's a club that again has been laid down by God Almighty for every one of us to mock, to laugh. When you're feeling down, when you're feeling sad, when there's no money in your pocket like myself, you can have a look at Arsenal Football Club and say, if that club exists, then there's hope for me that things can get better, because my goodness, that club is a comic relief. Are we going to be here again next season? Yes, we will be here, because we all need something to make us feel good and make us laugh. And Arsenal at that football club, it would be a shame and a mockery on them if one of Manchester United and Tottenham wins that Europa League. Then you will know what true pain is all about. We did tell you that he who laughed last, laughed best, but he did not listen. Maybe it's high time the fans calm down, sit, relax, reflect, and of course, employ a different approach to the season. If you go loud again, the pain, the anguish, the mockery will even be louder. It's the story of Arsenal Football Club. So I hear that Tunji at airport doesn't want to listen to Sports Tracker. He has told people that he will not watch Arsenal Football Club again. You lie! You will come back and you will listen to Sports Tracker and you will follow this Arsenal next season. We'll be here together because we need you. I hear that Ahmed Fulani and Balogun Fulani is running away. He doesn't want to watch Arsenal again. You will watch it, because this is the club that you have sworn to follow till the end of your life. Badewa DME, my GM. Don't stay away. Listen to Sports Tracker. Watch Arsenal Football Club, because this is the only thing that can keep you going, even if, of course, it ends with pain every single season. Arsenal Football Club, I am sorry, but this is your club. It is there for you, and it's here for us to continue to eat over. I welcome you to Sports Tracker. With me on the program today is Samson Adeyemi. Samson, what a combination. You and I, after Arsenal knocked out at the semi-final of the Champions League. How are you doing today, brother?
Well, good morning, Awajide, and good morning to everybody this morning. It's always good to be here. And I don't want people to be surprised that I'm here because Arsenal lost yesterday. But I want to give kudos to Arteta and his boys.
Yeah.
Because 30-something teams started this journey together. And here we are today. They are among the last 4 teams, 36 teams to be precise, started this journey from the beginning of the season. And right now they are among of the last 4 teams to be standing. And eventually they get knocked out. And let them go to the drawing board. If the drawing board still has a lot of space to go to, and then re-strategize and come back again next season.
Well, for our football fans, this is what happened yesterday. Paris Saint-Germain 2, Arsenal 1. Don't forget what happened in the first leg from the Emirates Stadium. It was PSG who went over there, danced all over the Emirates Stadium and got the 1-0 win. PSG, of course, at home just a few hours ago, also did not start well in that tie. It was Arsenal all over them. Declan Rice with the chance, Bukayo Saka with the effort. And at that point, even Martinelli, we thought maybe, just maybe, Arsenal were going to do the unthinkable, have their own remontada. It was not to be. Fabian Ruiz, his first goal ever in the Champions League. What a moment. What a goal. Half volley, blast, goalkeeper effortlessly trying, but could not. At the end of the day, the ball nestled at the back of the net. And from then on, it was confirmation of the worst fears of the Arsenal fans. 1-0. They tried. They kept on pushing. But of course, after Vitinha had missed the penalty, it did not stop Hakimi to blast one past the goalkeeper again. Short hands. How is that man even a goalkeeper? Oh my goodness. I will come back to that one. But Hakimi to make it 2-0. And Bukayo Saka temporarily giving hope to the Arsenal fans. 2-1. And then, few seconds later, he should have made it 2-0. Open net. And he fluffed his line. This is the difference between top players and mediocre average players. They will always be there in those moments when you are playing Nottingham Forest, Everton. But in this key moment, like the Champions League, the ones that stand you out for greatness, like Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr., who've helped Real Madrid to win 15, you will not be there. And that's the difference why you always be at the club like Arsenal, and those guys will always be at a club like Real Madrid. What did you make, though, of that particular result? Justified win?
Justified. Over the 2 legs. I think PSG deserve to go through. Look at the start, the football on the pitch itself. Everybody comes to the party except Arsenal. Some of the Arsenal players. Somebody like Odegaard. I was really disappointed in his play yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting a lot of things from him, a lot of good things from him. But eventually, he didn't show up to the party.
Oh.
And from the first leg, most of those Arsenal fans are complaining that because there was no party to play in the midfield, to partner, and that's why he didn't play well.
Yeah.
And yesterday it was available, and the same thing happens again. So I was disappointed in his play. And Mikel Arteta, I think he has to sit down and think by himself. It's not compulsory you start the match with Odegaard and finish the match with Odegaard. You can, somebody like Luis Kelly was brought on when the chips are down, and eventually
look for somebody else. Options.
Yes, and we saw what he can do right now. So you can look for somebody else, either from academy or even from another wing. Let him come to the midfield and play.
I think what is even painful from the Arsenal fans' perspective is that you beat Real Madrid. And at that point, of course, you put all the lights on you. You again, all of a sudden, think you have the shot at winning this Champions League because, hey, this is the god of the Champions League. Real Madrid, you're knocked out.
Of course.
Did you at that point get too carried away? Do you look back at that win over Real Madrid and see maybe they got carried away? Or even if it was PSG against Real Madrid, PSG would have killed them. Arsenal just met a superior side, technically and also physically better than them.
In everything, I think PSG are better. In everything, from every department. Look at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Raya to Donnarumma.
No.
If I'm to look at the both of them, I think on a level. I think the only player that I will pick from Arsenal would be Saliba and Bukayo Saka.
Oh, you will still pick Bukayo Saka? Because even I'm looking at right now, Dembele, Bakola, Kvaratskhelia. I don't know who he is better than in all three of them. I don't know. I cannot pick anyone. I can't pick him ahead of any of those three I mentioned.
You can say that, but when we talk about injuries, when we talk about what they can do on the pitch, when the chips are down, I think I will pick Bukayo Saka.
But when the chips were down, Dembele got the goal. I think he's gotten 8 goals, man.
Even he's not going to start from me. I think he'll be on the bench behind Dembele.
All right.
But right now, apart from those two players, the remaining 9 players on the pitch, they didn't play anything.
All right.
To the standard of a Champions League football team.
Where do they go to now going forward, Arsenal? I mean, again, you're second on the log, but barely. Do they now focus all this energy in the league and try and finish in a respectable second? Or do you think this collapse continues? They're about to give Liverpool the guard of honor for the match this weekend.